Conservative new media viewers, JLin fans around the world, Charlotte Hornets fans around the world. What's up? It's me, PFV Paula Villarreal, the NBA expert. We're here to talk about Charlotte's 102-95 loss tonight to the Houston Rockets in Houston, Texas. The Hornets, I believe, dropped to 15-12. They're now in 9th place and out of the playoff standings right now. They also have fallen to 4-8 on the season on the road, which is definitely something they need to improve upon. There's a whole bunch of things to talk about in this game, but I have to make a short video because of my technical issues, and there's a ton that I need to say. If you're a JLin fan, I definitely encourage you to listen to this entire video. It's going to be short because it's really important what happened in this game tonight as regards Jeremy. First, let me just say very quickly, this is the last video I'm going to make before the holiday break that I'm going to take. I will be back for either Game 31, which is at the end of December, or Game 32, which is at the start of January. I don't know which yet. I'm just not sure. Okay. I got to make this quick. Jeremy played hardly at all in the first half. He got 3 fouls in 3 minutes. He had to sit in the first quarter, and that was it. That's all he played in the first half. In the third quarter, he played more, and by the end of the third quarter, Houston went on a run, and they were starting to get into swag ball, which is like they're feeling good, and they're pumping up fists to the fans and everything, and they're trying to get in the heads of the opponents. And Patrick Beverley and James Harden were both there, particularly Patrick Beverley. And Beverley kind of punked out Lin at the very end of the third quarter. He played the super defense. Jeremy had to stop his dribble, and it ended up in like a bad shot for Charlotte. And then Houston came down and got a layup, and then they're doing more super celebrating and the little swag ball stuff. There's a whole bunch of little subtext, little things that go on in these games. And I'll particularly say that if you're a woman and you've never like played competitive sports and stuff, there's all these little mind games that go on. And this is a long-standing thing for Jeremy, where people think they can rattle him. They can get in under his skin. And definitely the little swag ball and what Patrick Beverley stuff he was doing was part of that. It all goes back to Jeremy in Houston. Geez, Beverley took his spot, and Jeremy's really not that good, and he's in over his head Harvard kid and all that nonsense. And I was so frustrated with this game by the end of the third quarter. I was like, man, we got to go through this again. All this stuff that we've gone through, and is it going to affect Jeremy and his confidence? And then the fourth quarter happened, and everything got turned around. Let me just say this quickly. The stats for Jeremy tonight: 13 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, 22 minutes, shot 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from three-point range, 4 of 7 from the free throw line, 1 turnover, and his plus-minus was a -3. At the end of the third quarter, JLin had 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, which means he had, in the fourth quarter, 10 points and 4 assists. And he also played tremendous defense against James Harden down the stretch of this game. So what I will tell you is, in summary, is that Lin got all of his swagger back in the fourth quarter of this game. The only 2 things that didn't happen right on script for JLin in the fourth quarter. Those are, he missed 2 free throws late in the game, and the Hornets didn't win. But you got the feeling watching this game that it was a situation where it's like Charlotte ran out of time. They didn't run out of metaphorical bullets. They just ran out of time. And Houston kind of lucked out because, as I wrote on Twitter, Houston was on its way to getting linned in this game. And Jeremy got on a roll in the fourth quarter and got all of his heat back, or all of his swagger back, whatever you want to call it. So what's important about this, Jeremy played phenomenal in the fourth quarter. I think he got more focused, probably felt like, I'm going to get some get back here. These guys are trying to punk me out and all this little stuff, and Beverly and swag ball. Now I'm going to do my thing. What I loved about it was he attacked. He went to get, he He knew what he can do, and he absorbed all the nonsense, and he went and got his. And that was the best thing for the team. It's not like Jeremy's playing one-on-one stuff here. He just went into like an insanity mode where it's just bang, 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 scoring and passing. And it's just you get on a roll and the other team can't do anything about it. And that's Jeremy at his absolute best. What's critical from this game, in addition to Jeremy's performance, is that I think it is very clear now that Steve Clifford gets it. He understands what JerLin can do now. He knew that he should keep riding JerLin in the fourth quarter of this game. And not only did he do it on offense, he did it on defense. And that's part of what I really want to tell JerLin fans here, and I said in the last video. Give huge respect to Steve Clifford. Because if it's not for Steve Clifford, JerLin doesn't get a chance to do any of this. But now that Jeremy's being supported, he has a platform to get his get back. You understand what I'm saying here? Clifford's giving him a chance to make his own story rather than, Harvard kid can't keep up with Patrick Beverley and James Harden. No, he can keep up with them if you give him a chance to do it. Not only can he do it on offense, he can do it on defense. And so where other coaches wouldn't even have the opportunity for Jeremy to go against Harden, which is basically what this game was and down the stretch, Clifford let him do it on both sides of the floor. And Jeremy was fantastic. I'm not saying Harden didn't get anything done in the fourth, because he did. Let me tell you, JerLin's defense bothered James Harden in the fourth quarter and slowed him down considerably. And obviously, JerLin got it going on the offensive end. So this is a game that should really help JerLin's confidence and should help the confidence of the team in him. As I said, Steve Clifford gets it. Remember Michael Jordan saying, hey, Jeremy could be the most important addition to the team. Yeah, he could be. And as much as I respect Nicholas Batum, and Nicholas Batum 9 in and 9 out might be able to put up more stats than Jeremy because he's taller and has some advantages, Nick can't get on a roll in the same way that JerLin can. In the way that JerLin got in this fourth quarter. There's a smoothness and a kind of a wizardry that JerLin can do that not a whole bunch of other players can do. And that Nick can do it, but it's not the same thing. It doesn't have the same type of feel. The great thing is the team will start to understand it. I think they're starting to understand it more, and the fans are starting to understand it more. Like I said, this game basically came down to JerLin versus James Harden at the end. And Jeremy got all of his heat back. He got all of his swagger back. Yeah, the Hornets lost. Okay, but they were down by a lot. I mean, they started the fourth quarter. Jeremy held his own one-on-one, both ends, against James Harden. That's the key thing that happened in this game. And he was given an opportunity to show what he could do in the fourth quarter, and he did it. And that's why I said, this situation is so much better, honestly, than any situation he's been in clearly since New York and Mike D'Antoni. So I'm thrilled about this game, even though they lost, and I think this should be a big stepping stone for JerLin. I got to wrap it up now because I can't go much longer than this. My computer can't take it. So highlights and everything will be where they usually are, thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm interested to hear what other people think, but this is a incredibly important step for JerLin, in my opinion. This game was critical for him, and it should help him going forward. Have a great holiday season, everybody. Hope you enjoy it, and we will be back in just several games. Take care until then.